Hey everyone, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Relevant Jukebox, and today we're going to talk about the latest album from Spelling, The Turning Wheel. So this is the third full-length album from the experimental pop artist Spelling, who really caught my attention back in 2019 with the release of her second album, Maisie Fly. I really enjoyed the atmosphere that her music put out overall. It kind of had this like mysterious, witchy vibe going on, and her taste for really vibrant, neon-soaked synthesizers just gave it a unique angle and had some tracks on the album feeling like they could have come out of the Italians Do It Better catalog. Now, that album did have some huge highlights on it, but truthfully was inconsistent stylistically. The Turning Wheel, however, is much more consistent and sees Spelling refining her sound. Those neon-soaked synthesizers have been toned down quite a bit and don't really show up as much until the second half of the album, and she's chosen to focus on a more soulful direction with instrumentation that's chock full of pianos and horn and string arrangements. The instrumentals are still pretty dark and mysterious feeling and strange too, as it has a lot of like little details packed in, and there's this like live in the moment effect that these tracks give off and really puts Spelling up onto a stage, as her vocal performances are much more in the forefront, and she just like kills it vocally all over this project in my opinion. And you know, maybe outside of a couple tracks in the first leg of the record maybe paling in comparison to others, this project was pretty consistent, with the second half being a little bit better than the first half, with things getting a little bit more strange and curious instrumentally, like the track Boys at School, which is a big standout on the project for me and a focal point of the record. You also have the track Queen of Wands, which I love how it kicks off with all of these really lavish string arrangements, like you're entering a party in the Victorian era or something like that. And then the instrumental changes quite a bit as all those string arrangements melt away and we get those vibrant synthesizers that sound inspired by like John Carpenter or something, and I feel like I'm in one of his movies, like I'm chased by Michael Myers. It ends up being more of an instrumental track, which is sort of disappointing, but I still enjoyed it. Also, the track Magic Act has this like very curious intro that feels like you're stuck in an amusement park ride from hell. It's in moments like this where I think Spelling really shines and gives you a feeling that's unique to her. Also, she saves arguably one of the best tracks towards the end with the cut Revolution, which has one of the more lavish instrumental crescendos towards the end. I love how everything is just spiraling with those pianos and curious sounds. It probably should have been the concluding cut, in my opinion. If she had swapped that with Sweet Talk, I think it would have made for a more epic finish. But overall, I thought this was a really solid album. It is much more sonically consistent and refined comparative to Maisie Fly, even though this record doesn't really hit the high points of that one. And outside of some maybe slightly blander cuts in the beginning, she definitely makes up for it with a really strong second half and finish. And if you like your pop with like a very strange flair to it and you've enjoyed artists from the 80s like Julie Cruz, I think you should get your ears on this project. And with that being said, I'm feeling an 8 over here on The Turning Wheel. So for all you collectors out there, I have links down below to Spelling's Bandcamp where there is an exclusive green variant up for sale still. And if that does sell out, Sacred Bones has an exclusive orange pressing you can get through her Bandcamp and also on their website. And if you have listened to this Spelling record already, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and share, and if you want more content from me, hit that subscribe button. Peace.